anything.
You're a music guy.
No, I'm definitely not a music guy.
What do you mean? Let's see. Adjust the volume on it. All right. I think
Nice.
we're up.
Welcome back, everybody.
What do you have to say for yourself?
What I have to say for myself?
Yeah.
Well, I'm alive and I'm here. So, welcome back, everybody, to GSD Nation. Are you going to turn off the music?
Oh, okay. I was digging it.
I hate the music. I can't tell you how much.
What?
What?
Hate's a strong word.
I know. You should play classical music. Anyway,
Yeah.
welcome back, everybody, to a brand new live stream. Today, we're going to talk about a few things. Firstly, we're going to talk about specific, some files that have been going around the government and a law, or not a law, but Congress has just passed something today where they have to release them. And then the other thing we're going to talk about, I found a few funny stories which I thought were very interesting. So we're going to do some of that. But before we actually get kicked off, if you can't tell, I'm wearing some of the best merch you have ever seen. We just put out a new clothing thing. It's amazing. The quality is nice. And who doesn't want to wear this? Like, this looks good. Same thing with the hats. These hats, they're actually like you could change them between flat and not flat. But they're very good, if you can't tell. See? It's the Dino from Google Chrome.
You want to put that up again?
Of course. Here.
Oh, okay.
See?
Now, you designed this.
Yes.
Well,
I designed all of these. And then there's also another one, which is much more for the holiday season. But I think this one is funny. It's this.
Oh.
Yes. It's Trump telling Santa that he's an illegal. It's not wrong. He's probably broken many laws. Breaking into people's houses and stuff.
You think he broke 8 USC 1325?
He's broken
Santa?
that. He also is a kidnapper. He kidnaps children to go and work for him in the North Pole, right?
Does he?
Yes, that's how he makes them dead. How else do you think he makes so many presents?
He's got the
elves.
Dad. Yeah, he's got the elves.
Exactly. And then that's another reason why Max is in here. Santa took him to go make the presents. And then also, right, he has to break into people's houses to actually give them the presents and then leave.
Technically, that's illegal.
He is a big criminal.
So
anyway, though,
Santa should be deported?
Yes. Well, Santa should be sent to jail.
Oh. Where are you going to keep Santa? Because he can get through like the smallest spaces.
I don't know.
I don't know how you're going to.
That's a good point.
You got to have a special cell for somebody like that.
Well, we'll figure it out when we get to that point.
Okay.
I mean, it's like trapping the leprechaun.
You tried that for a long time.
Yeah, I know. And then I found out some things.
Yeah.
But he, very hard to trap a leprechaun, if you can't tell.
Yeah. Do you remember getting up in the morning though, and your leprechaun traps were
I would literally work for like hours straight for like a month or two before the day, and I would make some crazy traps. Like sometimes I've tried to like use brute force, other times like literally made to try and make friends with him. Yeah. So strange. But that ever since some events, I found out everything.
Additional knowledge, maybe.
Yes, additional knowledge is a much better way to put it.
I don't know how those traps, they got obliterated. Somehow they got absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, I never caught him.
Yeah, those leprechauns.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into the meat of what we wanted to cover. You have some topics. I'm fresh here, so you got to tell me what we're talking about tonight.
Okay, yeah. So lately, can I say the guy? Can I say his name, or is that also banned? Like,
Epstein?
Yeah. Oh, I could say that.
You can say Epstein.
Sorry, because there's a bunch of words
you
that
can't
will
say,
be taken down.
You can't say the term PDF file, so you can use PDF.
Okay.
Not the other thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So get into it. What about Epstein? That's big news today.
So yeah, Epstein has Epstein. There have been a few PDFs that have been sent out, right?
Well, not PDF, emails.
Emails. Sorry, yeah, emails. Emails that have now just been found, and in Congress has been wanting to pass something to the. Is that where I say PDF?
No, PDF is somebody who engages with children. You know that,
Oh,
right?
okay. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
So Congress has been wanting now to
They want to
get
release the
the
files.
files out.
Yeah.
And today, actually, they just passed something which is where I think it's the White House or the Pentagon, one of those two places, they have to release the files.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
now they voted. So let me see. I just saw the total vote. It looked like almost unanimous. There's one person that did not vote for it.
why? What? Doesn't make any
I don't know
sense.
who it was or why. I'm sure that'll be exposed, but it was almost unanimous. So Democrats, Republicans, all voted to release the files. So what
It's
is
like
that?
the first time we've ever agreed on anything.
Well, it's
Well,
rare.
lately, like in the
It's rare, but it's good. This is actually a topic
It's-
most people agree on. We want all of this information transparent to the public.
Yeah.
Most Americans agree with that. It's like a 80-some%. It's high.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
Wait, just curious. What do you mean? What does that mean?
What does it mean that they're going to release the files?
Oh, that means that now the Pentagon / the White House, I forget which one exactly,
Mhm.
has to release like all of the files of everybody, and then nobody actually knows really what's in the files, but
Mhm.
they think it's like the people that went to the parties.
Yeah.
They think it's those people
Okay.
that are going to be exposed.
Right.
But who really knows? But because like Trump is very willing to actually like release them. He
Yeah.
literally told everybody in Congress to vote for it.
Yes. Are there any restrictions though? Do you know about what? So they're going to release the files.
Mhm.
The files. Do you know about any restrictions on which files will not be released? Because I don't think they're going to release them all.
No, I didn't search that up.
Okay.
I can though.
I could be slightly off on this, but my understanding is there are still files that are sealed from courts to protect victims. So one is like maybe there's a victim that doesn't want this information out, or they're trying to protect the identity of certain victims.
Mm.
And so those files will not be released. And then my understanding is another clause in this is that any files related to national security. So if it implicates something like
Oh,
Mossad or CIA or honeypotting people for political, I suspect that those files will also not be released.
mm.
And then whoever is making the judgment on what gets released and not can assess what falls into those buckets. Now, I think more will come out on this because I'm
Yeah.
just kind of shooting off the cuff here, but my optimism is okay, cool, like the files released, great, this is awesome. My caveat is that it's not going to be everything. It's gonna sort of be a nothing burger.
Or at least that's what we're expecting. It would be amazing if they could probably release everything.
Yeah, but I think there's
Probably
some
low
of it
chance that would actually
I
happen.
think there's some of it that's still going to be protected.
Yeah. Well,
So for people that think everything is going to be suddenly transparent, I hate to break it to you, but I don't think that's reality. But this is a good step, regardless. Like this is a good step. This is a good step that Americans want.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I searched up a few things. I think these
Okay.
are correct.
Are we going to go through the emails?
Yes.
Okay. Couple of the recent ones.
I searched for a good 30 minutes or so trying to find them, and I think I found the correct ones.
All right.
One of them, actually, the person who it was sent to does not like want to be known,
Okay.
right?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, right. I think that person testified actually for Trump to say that he wasn't there.
This is the email. Maybe you could read it, but they released an email that has already been released, but the name was redacted, and that person's name that was redacted has already testified in defense of Trump being a good guy. But you want to read it and see what it says? Something about, or do you have it?
Yeah, I have it. Doesn't. It's just I don't know if it's entirely appropriate.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, but it is here. There's definitely they have something from everybody, I think.
Yeah.
I did have a few from the other people.
Okay.
For Epstein and all of them. I'll read the first one. You want to read the first one?
Yeah, let's hit it.
So this was Jeffrey Epstein to some person called Kathy. So he says, "You see, I know how dirty Donald is. My guess is that non-lawyers, NY space BIZ,
Mm,
who knows what that means,
okay.
people have no idea what it means to have your fixer flip. On Thursday, August 23rd, 2018 at 11:13 a.m., Kathy Rumbler wrote, "It makes no difference whether it was his money. Issue is failure to disclose, plus fact that he was lied his AS,
Mm-hmm.
butt off about it makes clear that he knew it was illegal." So that's the first one,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and kind of also the response to it.
Okay.
So
But it doesn't say what was done or what was like, just kind of, yeah.
yeah, not necessarily.
Yeah.
Most of these, I will say that all of these are basically the exact same as just saying how Trump is a bad person because
Yeah.
he actually did it or something.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
That's effectively that one is effectively an overview of all of the other ones.
Okay.
But if you want, I could read the others. But it's basically
That's
just
okay.
a repeat.
I mean, it's what's clear to me is that Epstein didn't like Trump, probably for, I don't know, maybe many reasons, but
Yeah.
like Trump kicked him out of his club. Why do you think that happened?
Probably because, well, he knew probably that Epstein was a bad person.
Yeah.
He probably did bad things,
Mm-hmm.
and he probably did not want that to stay, right? He probably wanted it to be more safe, probably maybe around where he was, and maybe stop him from doing his madness.
Yeah, the word is he thought Epstein was a creep, so he kicked him out of the club.
That's basically a shorter version of what I said. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I guess all this information, I know that the left wants so badly for Trump to be guilty of something and there to be a victim of a really heinous crime, which is kind of sick. But there isn't any smoking gun in all of this. I just haven't seen it. I haven't seen anything other than Epstein and some people in these emails hoping that they can extort Trump or leverage him or saying stuff about him.
Yeah, we put out that post earlier today, right? Where basically these people only want the Epstein files to be released because they want to prove that Trump did bad things, right?
Yeah.
Like,
that's their goal.
Not really for any other good purpose, just to make sure that one singular person gets in trouble.
Right. Well, it'll be interesting to see what comes out in terms of other people because, look, I mean, we are trying to be responsible about all of this, but I just don't believe, and what we talk about at home is we can't call somebody guilty of something unless we have actual proof, right? You need to have big claims require big proof. Like if you're going to say somebody did something really, really heinous, then you better have really good justification for that. So we don't see that in any of this yet. Now, if it happens and it's exposed, then okay, like the more knowledge, the better off we all are, but haven't seen it yet. And now what will probably happen is there'll be other people's names that get exposed as being at a party or affiliated with them. And so that doesn't mean they're guilty of some heinous crime. That's what I want people to understand. It's really important. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Like there's somebody in the comments saying that Trump rapes kids. Well, like, where's your proof for that? Okay.
It's basically
there is zero proof of this.
Yeah.
And so if you're going to say something so heinous, I could say like the same about you, Mike K630. And you would be on the hook to what? Prove me wrong? That's not how claims work. If you're going to have a claim, then you need to prove that the claim is true. And the claims of him being a PDF have not been substantiated. So, and there's going to be other people's names that potentially come to light. And I think it's important that whoever's names they are, Clinton probably is going to be mentioned in here, and other people that, like, we still require proof to say that somebody is this heinous thing. Now, Epstein that's why he was in jail, because he was doing stuff with underage girls, and that's wrong. So he was in jail, but it doesn't mean that everybody that he ran into at a party did the same thing.
Yeah. Probably a lot of them came there just because, well, he's a famous person. And then they're like, oh, he's throwing a party. Let's go. But probably also a few people came there because of reasons.
Yeah. Yes. And obviously, like the other thing we talk about is if you know somebody's kind of creepy, you don't want to hang out with them, right? Because
Yeah.
it makes a reflection on you. So like if you have friends at school that are bad people to other kids, or they're mean to other kids, that's probably not a kid you want to hang out with. So
It
you
also
want to remove yourself from them. So certainly like these people could do that, but I don't know, in Hollywood or elite systems, it's maybe tricky sometimes.
Yeah. It also makes more sense, kind of expanding from that than why Trump would want to.
See, this
ban
is
Epstein.
the unhinged TDS. We got one in our comments here, which I love this. Mike K630 is a great example of somebody who has no proof but says he's guilty. His name is in the files. Oprah's name is in the files. Tom Hanks' name is in the files. Bill Clinton's name is in the
That would
files. There's a lot of people that are in the files. That doesn't mean that they're guilty of this thing. Okay. So show us that, and then we'll align with you. But until then, yeah, you're just hoping. You're just hoping to orange man bad.
We'll figure out what happens when the files actually come out, right? And then we'll see. But
yeah,
I'm.
Some people say, well, why is he hanging out with Epstein? Look, I mean,
maybe like
there's a lot of weird people in Hollywood. I don't know, in these circles, like they like just because they're at the same party doesn't mean that they're like besties.
Yeah.
I don't know. He kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. What do you say about that? Like, why would he kick him out of Mar-a-Lago? I'll wait for the answer.
Yeah. Overall, though, I think that's basically all the news that we have currently about the files.
Yeah.
More will probably come out, and we might talk about that next week, probably somewhere from Tuesday to Thursday.
And if there is proof, right, that Trump did something heinous, we'll be the first ones to say that's not okay. Like that's bad.
Yeah. Well,
but we haven't seen that yet. So
yeah. Well, as I said, we're gonna figure it out hopefully sometime this week.
Yeah. I personally, I'm not optimistic that we're gonna see all this like depth of information in the files. So I think some people are optimistic, but
I think a lot of people are thinking that they'll probably see all the names, everything.
Yeah.
But I think honestly, like with how willing also Trump is to do it, and I think Trump has gone to the parties, right? Like,
yeah,
he's been to some of them, right? And considering the fact that he's so willing to do it, I don't think there's nearly as much information as people think are going to be on the files.
Yeah.
So you could be optimistic, but don't expect much, I think.
Right. Yeah. Somebody asked, well, why we live together? Why aren't we sitting together?
Oh,
it's kind of our setup here.
Well, honestly, typically Max sits right here, right? Like basically right here. And then Dad is over there. It's like the couch here.
I'm literally
and then Dad's like literally right on the side.
I'm like 5 feet away, but
I don't want to turn the camera again because that made a whole mess last time.
Yeah, we converted our game room where we do video games and watch movies, and we also made it into like our podcast center. And so I think it's kind of a clever setup because you can convert the podcast stuff to the side and then get back to watching TV or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're in the same room next to each other.
But overall, yeah, I think that's that. I do have Dad some funny things.
Let's do it. Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's move on from this crazy things, from crazy info, I'd say, and let's move on to some other funny things. All of this stuff has happened within the last week, so it's all pretty recent.
Yeah.
So the first thing, Dad, this thing's very interesting. There's actually been a few world records that have been broken recently.
Is that right?
Yes. The first one is how many matches somebody can shove up their nose.
Come on.
Yes. In Sweden, Dad, somebody shoved 81 matches up their nose
that's
to earn a world record. Yeah. I'm almost guaranteed you don't want to see the picture.
Why is that? Why is that a world record?
Who knows why that's a world record? That there are so many world records. I've seen something for most candles blown out with a fart. Like,
Why is that a world record?
Don't ask me. It's crazy. Why do people like these things? Anyway, though. But yeah, so now this person is an official world record holder
Sweet.
for putting matches in his
So there's a
nose.
chance for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The good thing is it's not like the actual match side, it's the wood side, which he put in his nose. Which
Yeah.
granted would probably hurt more, but if you put the match side, that might be dangerous.
Mm.
Anyway, the other world record that has actually been broken recently is the most bowling balls the most amount of bowling balls you can hold while riding on a unicycle.
Okay.
So there is a man who rode a unicycle while holding 7 bowling balls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were they in a bag, or he had to
He
hold them
had to
all?
literally hold them with his hands. I know. What does this world come to? It's kind of crazy,
That's an
right?
incredible record. That person should be super proud.
I know
I
that
imagine
person
their
should be very
family.
proud of
I
themselves.
imagine their family, the preparation, everything that led up to this moment of carrying 7 bowling balls on a unicycle was like maybe
Probably like one of the most
yeah
amazing things that they've ever heard.
pinnacle of life achievement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's basically the main things, which I thought were very interesting. And not just for the small tiny things, which also have happened.
Mm.
So, an overweight raccoon was found wandering through an English neighborhood. A coffee stealing parrot was captured at a Korean cafe. Yes, that is right. There is a parrot that was stealing coffee and he was captured and put in a cage. And then the final thing, Dad, it turns out in Detroit there is a goat which escaped.
Okay.
And it's been wandering around the neighborhood there.
Mm.
And a man was very scared and got up on his car. And we have that on video.
Okay.
Of a man running and then jumping on his car. All the
Oh.
goats going after him.
He was scared of the goat?
Yes.
Mm.
Anyway, those are the tiny things. But the two main things are the world records, which have been broken. So congratulations to the new world record holders of these amazing accomplishments.
Wait.
Woo!
Wow, that is incredible.
I know, truly amazing. These
Yeah.
people are very talented.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, that's okay. Interesting news. We gave people some tidbits today of things that they probably didn't hear in their obsession over Epstein files.
Yes, things that the big channels aren't covering.
That's right. That's right. That's
no worries.
It's important.
We're your little channels. We're the ones that are covering the good stuff.
That's right. Well, let's see here. Do you want to answer some questions and then we'll wrap it up?
Yeah, sure. What's in the comments?
Let's just see here. Those are some crazy world records. Yes.
Yes.
We are
a lot of
here's
crazy
we are
things.
Charlie Kirk and we love Israel.
Okay. How about questions, Dad? Do you see any questions maybe in there? That might be better than. If you guys have any questions, make sure you put them in the chat. And then
can we talk about trafficking of children to eat them? Yeah, show us the proof that that's happening. That would be interesting.
I'll just remind everybody, just to remind everybody before everybody starts leaving or something. We do have the new merch, so you should make sure to go to gsd-nation.com. That place has some amazing stuff, including this. This is super funny. And then I'm going to be wearing this to Thanksgiving because Santa is illegal.
Yeah.
He's climbing over the border if you can't see.
Well, gosh, this might be one we'd want. Maybe we want to give him a visa. Maybe he has a visa. Maybe he has a visa. Maybe he has like a work visa.
I mean,
once a year?
That'd be insane. That'd be very interesting if he just travels into each. Imagine that, him crossing the border patrol, right? He's just going through the border on his sleigh with the reindeer in front of him. And then the guy who runs the border just comes over and he's like, okay, can I see your visa? Here's your visa, sir. And he just goes right on through and starts flying. It'd be insane.
Well, okay, let's see here. Let's see a couple other comments. Something about, I don't know if you've heard of this, but Trump talking about his daughter in a positive way. Oh, I would, if I was younger, my daughter's the kind of person I would date. I don't people can hang their hat. You can get weird about that.
That's just saying that his daughter is a nice person or a good person or something.
That's called a compliment.
That's not anything sexual.
Yeah. It's to say your child is a fine person that you would see as somebody this is the kind of person I would want to be with because they're a great person. That's No, you're the creep. Just FYI,
Yeah,
for
the
thinking
fact
that that's creepy.
the fact that you're even thinking about something like that proves that your
Um,
mind is way down the gutter.
Yeah, somebody asked if we love Israel. We don't hate
I
Israel.
mean, like, Israel's interesting because they've been
Yeah.
holding off a long time against these people around them,
Yeah.
and basically they've now somehow kind of
I
won.
know it's become like super in vogue to be anti-Semitic, but you guys got to check yourselves. That's not cool. Okay, where is Max? He's at practice.
Yeah, he hasn't really been attending these lately because he is a very athletic man.
Mm-hmm.
I would call myself much more of a nerd and I like to read and stuff. But Max has been deciding to go to he's very athletic. He's been going out to a lot of new sports. He just tried out for baseball. He in our school.
Yeah, he made the team.
He's never tried baseball before and he made the team. It turns out he's actually pretty good at it. Yeah. So that's where he is currently right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody asked, how is CrossFit going, Will?
CrossFit's amazing. I've made some new giant PRs last week. I'm very proud of them. First of all, deadlift is now 155.
That's pretty good.
And then squat was 105, I
Mhm.
think. Yeah.
Maybe
I've been grinding.
Maybe we'll post like a progression of your lifts, but it's fun
I've
to watch.
seen you've showed me some of them from like the first time we ever went to these.
Yeah, it's fun to watch at your age because you're getting stronger so much faster. And like if I was post, over the last year, some of your lifts, yeah, it's pretty impressive. So it's cool.
Thanks,
and your form is getting better, which means you'll be able to tack on more weight because you got good functional movement. So thanks. That's a good question.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Somebody asked about hookup culture. That's maybe not a little off topic for us. Let's see.
Yeah.
Can we make our merch any uglier?
Ugly.
For you, we could. For you, we could.
This is ugly. This is beautiful. This is modern art. If you call this hideous, you should look at the banana taped to the wall that sold for $18 million.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. Besides, also, it's like nearly even close to $18.
Somebody asked about our $7,000 check from Israel. Yeah, wait, I haven't seen it. You let us know if it's in the mail.
Wait, we have a check from Israel?
This is just what losers say. Because they think that everybody's paid off by Israel. By the way, Israel doesn't give AIPAC gives a fraction of what George Soros gives to this country to endorse communism. So just go, yeah. These people are insane. Okay.
Yeah. That's what I make.
Let's see. What else we got? Let's see.
People.
Somebody's from Canada. Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Also, if you do not like our merch, we have a lot of other things. Like, for example, if you like Christmas sweaters, we put on some new Christmas sweaters. Or if you don't like that, we also now put something, which is something called a Christmas list. It's 4 things that all of us, me, dad, Max, and mom, all like, and we put them all on this thing. So if you really like us, or you really want to see what we like, you should go check that out. There's a lot of interesting stuff there also. Yeah. There's for example, if you look into my section, you'll see some board games, you'll see a book about black holes. Dad, you'll see protein powder. Mom, you'll see cooking pots and things. And Max, you'll see football, gloves. And we found the best of the best stuff. So, but yeah. Any other questions, Dad?
No, we had somebody. Let's see here. I'd love to we love to debate no name public private anime profiles. That's our favorite, actually.
Yes, of course.
That's our favorite.
That makes perfect sense.
Sorry. Let's see. Nick Fuentes ? What do you know about him, Will?
Didn't we have him on?
No, we didn't have Nick Fuentes
on.
That would be interesting.
Who was the guy that we just had on though? It was
Fabian Garcia.
For some reason I always mix those two up.
Yeah.
He was good though. You guys should go and check that one out. He was very interesting.
Yeah, he was good. He was just in Israel. So he had some
he basically told us about what's happening in Israel, and then we kind of told him a little bit what's happening in Russia. Both places. Who really knows what's really happening? But now we know, right? We actually have real people that have looked and gone with their own eyes and now see everything and tell you guys. Yeah. Speaking of actually it turns out the Russia videos are taking a lot longer to edit than I expected. Also, I did
Oh.
not have as much time last
Yeah.
week, but the one on St. Petersburg, I'd say, is around halfway done. So maybe expect that within the next 2 weeks. I don't know.
Yeah. We in fact, so yeah, we have some new content coming out. We've been putting a lot more on YouTube longer form content, which obviously gives more nuance into issues. Some things that Mom and I do, and some things we do with you guys. And then we are going to have some of our content from our Russia trip. We spent 2.5 weeks in Russia this summer. We've been kind of postponing putting that out, but we're going to get some of that out in the coming weeks. So we did a bunch of interesting things over there. If nothing else, you'll find it interesting. It's a kind of looking into an alien world, because a lot of people don't get to go there, and we had the opportunity.
I will say that place is amazing. A lot of people really downgrade it and tell it's like an awful place. Very interesting. Also, something I liked a lot about that place, because I love history. The history there is amazing. Like, they keep up all of their monuments. They have giant, like literally giant places just full of like artifacts, effectively.
Yeah, it's an incredible place.
Amazing.
Biggest country in the world. But yeah, we'll get into all that. We'll put some posts out about it. But nonetheless, we will wrap it up. And we appreciate everybody tuning in. It really means a lot. And we, we'll be probably doing this once or twice a week.
Yeah.
Through the end of the year. We will also be at America Fest. So for those that are going to go to America Fest in Phoenix in mid-December, we'll be there. And we'll have a booth there. We'll be interviewing people, all that good stuff.
Yes. So if you guys like this merch show, go to gsd-nation.com. Or if you want to sign up for the newsletter to get even more info about us, also go there and sign up. But overall, thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys in the next stream. Thank you so much. Goodbye.